Dane, then just on your family, I'm sure you feel like you like to thank them and owe them for what they've done for you.
Yeah, of course, and they'll get thanked in due course. Obviously, we're going out for dinner tonight, so
I'm not going to do
but
that.
No, well, like I said, the good thing, about me retiring is, they've invested, obviously 32 years, but specifically the last 15 years of my life, that never allowed to go on holiday during the footy season because, it's all been all about me. Everyone that's here today have come to 80% of my games. So they've invested so much into my life over the last 15 years. I'm just really looking forward to investing some of my time back into theirs and just being around them a bit more because when you do play footy, it's a very selfish game, and I guess we don't make any apologies for that because we're playing at the top level, and that's just the way it is playing AFL footy. So now to be able to spend some more time with them and just be around just my friends and family again and not have to worry too much about footy and stuff like that is going to be great. So obviously I can't thank them enough. No words that I could think of right now that could do it any justice. But I would hopefully think they all know what they've meant to me and the support. Obviously my family, Taylor, my cousins and that are here as well. It's been amazing, and I'm pretty lucky that I've got them because ups and downs through my career too. Who knows what would happen if I didn't have the support of such a loving family. So we'll celebrate my career at some stage, probably straight after this at a pub somewhere. But they've been amazing, and obviously I can't thank them enough. And I'm looking forward to spending obviously a lot more time with them now that I'm retired.
Billy, just before we open to them, is there one moment that stands out for you?
Probably his first game. That was a big thrill for the family. Just to see him run out in the ground in a Collingwood jump was probably something, as I said before, that we never really thought would happen. So that was fantastic. And just his improvement as a player. I didn't think he would reach the heights that he did. But
Thanks, mate.
But as I said before, that's a testament to Dane to do that. And just, us as a family would really like to thank the footy club, Eddie, like Barmy, Mick, Bucks. They've been fantastic to him. And as Dane said, he's given them a bit of grief over the years. A few headlines. I think one stage there he's on the front page of the Herald Sun more than the Prime Minister. I just could not believe it. It's funny, when your son gets drafted, you see his photo in the paper, you think, God, this is fantastic, my kid's in the paper. But then after a while, you just dread opening the paper and thinking, oh, God, he's not in the paper again, is he? And that's how it gets. So, and as Dane said, it goes very quickly. So, so he's had a fantastic career, and the family are really wrapped. So, thanks.
Let's open up to some questions for Dane, I'm sure, about his retirement and so forth.
Well, Dane, your dad touched on it before, but when did you come to the realisation that you just couldn't go on any further?
Probably a few weeks ago now, 2-3 weeks ago. I thought it was probably time. I just couldn't trust my foot to go around anymore, and like Dad said, I didn't want to. I was trying to fight the decision a lot in my head. I've probably known for a while that I don't think I could play, but going out and watching the boys and I think I would like to get back out there. But so I was trying to probably push that decision out of my head. But in my heart I wanted to go on, but I think my head knew that I couldn't go on. So I spoke to Bucks a couple of times, and he sort of said, deep down, when you make a decision, you'll know. And it was just right in my gut that I needed to go. And like my old man said, I didn't want to be here in March and not being able to get a kick or not running, and then the coaches have the shits with me because I can't give them what I want. Then I've got the shits with the coaches, so then it just ends up becoming no good. And they say rather die a hero than live long enough to become the villain. So I'd much rather go out sort of on top a little bit, or not on top, or before my form dropped off. So in the end, I just knew it was time, and yeah, so about 3 weeks ago, that's a long answer to a short question.
Hutto, Mick has to go to another appointment, so if there's any questions to Michael Malthouse, fire them away now, just in relation to Dane. Otherwise, Mick has to sneak off shortly. In that case, he's dismissed. Thanks.
Can I just say, well done, Tuvs, and well done, Macca. Good premiership players. Fantastic. And well done, Dane. Fantastic, mate. It's been a great pleasure coaching you. Thanks, Ed, for the invitation back. Good, mate. Macca. See you later.
Go on, guys. Go on, Mick. Mick Malthouse.
Hi, Dane. How would you like to be remembered?
Would like to not be remembered, to be honest, so I can slip away. I don't really care, to be honest. The only, like everyone says it, but the only opinions that matter of me are, the people in the front 2 rows and the footy club. Apart from that, it honestly doesn't bother me. Might read the paper tomorrow because hopefully there's a couple of nice words said about me, but apart from that, it's about it. So I haven't really thought about it, to be honest, but how would I like to be remembered? Just, I don't know, someone who gave their all and just enjoyed being around his mates. That's what I'm about. I just like to have a good time and be around the people that matter to me the most. So I hope my football, that's all there for you guys to see, so you can make your own opinion of how you thought I was. But, the real me, I guess a lot of you don't know. So only the people that, like I said, in the front 2 rows and my close friends will really know the real me. So, you can draw your own conclusions to anything else.
Dane, from the time you walked into the club to now, I guess, has the game, in your opinion, changed or evolved in the better, or for the better?
Well, it certainly did. When we started rotating a lot better, it certainly helped me. So it certainly helped me. The game changed for the better in that respect. It's super quick and super hard now, so I'm kind of lucky I'm leaving the game now, because the pace that they run at and the way the bodies get hit and stuff like that, and how knackered the boys are after games, and it takes a week to recover before you get to the next one. So has the game changed for the better? Probably. I think the game's just evolved with it. I couldn't give you a specific answer. I probably haven't watched enough of it this year to understand, to be honest. But I think it has. I think tactics and that have a lot more to do with it now than it did back in the day. It was just kick it long and contest and kick it long again. Where now, tactics are a huge part of it, and game plans are moving players around. So has it changed for the better? I don't know. It's certainly changed. Now, half the people in here probably say it's changed for the better. Half of them probably say it hasn't. And like I said, that's just an opinion, and mine doesn't mean much. So I don't have one for it.
What about everything else that comes with the job, though? The scrutiny, all the rest of it, off the field?
That's certainly changed for the worse. Yeah, absolutely. And everyone's got an opinion now, like Twitter, Instagram, social media. Everyone has an opinion, and people say that opinion enough. People half tend to believe it. So the scrutiny is enormous, and especially once especially they played a big club like this. If I played at one of the other clubs, nothing like this would have happened. But because I was, the biggest, strongest, and best footy club in Australia, we're in the public eye more. And I think Buck said it: our lows aren't as low as people say, and our highs aren't as high as people write about them. And that's just the world we live in. And I probably wouldn't have changed much at all, because I've loved every second here. But yeah. I feel sorry for the young kids coming in now who are going to get hammered with that. So thankfully I got at least 6 or 7 years of shit being swept under the carpet, and now obviously my back year then nothing at all got swept under the carpet in my last 6. But it is what it is. But the money's a lot better now too, so the kids can deal with that.
So you probably had a few months, because you didn't play for long this year, to think about what the future is. What do you think you'll end up doing? What's your next phase?
Yeah, mate, I'm not particularly sure. Like I said, I'm currently unemployed, I guess. But I'm going to try to get a bit of travel in next year, take a gap year, I think. So do a bit of that. obviously go to Europe for 6 weeks or so, and maybe Coachella and things like that. And obviously I'm going to need a job with KPI, my uncle and cousins, labour hire company, maybe do some stuff with them. Bit of media, I guess, joining you guys up the back there. And but so media, I don't know if my manager's in here, but it's about time to put him to work and see if he can get me a job. But I'm obviously retired now. I don't have a job I'll walk into tomorrow. I just want to take a deep breath, relax, have a couple of retirement parties, and then sometime in the new year I'll think about getting a job. Yeah.
Swanee, can you tell us a bit about the prognosis of your foot and when you'll be able to run again and those type of things moving forward? It's okay. I can sort of walk around pretty much normally now in the cold. Waking up out of bed, I sort of walk a little bit of a loser's limp for a little bit, but then it sort of comes all right. I haven't ran on the outside yet. I've only ran on the Ultra G treadmill probably 6 or 7 times at about 75% body weight at about 15k an hour. So I'm not breaking land speed records, but that's about all I've done so far now. It's just time to get physio and go from there. Now I'm obviously not playing. I don't have to rush it back to try and get back for day one of pre-season, or so I can actually take my time with it. Sturgeon said it's never going to be the same again. I still haven't kicked a footy on it. I don't know whether that's mental or it feels like if I kick a footy, my foot would smash into 1,000 pieces. But the surgeon assures me that won't happen. But it's probably that mental block I've got to get over. The pins come out in just before I go overseas in October. So and then it's just be suck and see. It could be 12, 18 months before I can run again normally. I'm not exactly sure. It's just some days it feels okay and some days it doesn't. I really don't know. And like I said, now that I'm not playing, I can actually take my time with it and not be and I'm not super keen on running anyway, so it's not a big deal. But I have to do something to keep half in shape. But yeah, so it's a long process, but now it's okay. Hopefully the footy club still let me use their physios and stuff like that for a little bit to help me.
Not sure about that, looking at Bucks.
I think they blocked my card already. I couldn't even get in the car park. They sacked me already, so they've been waiting for this day for a long time.
2 more questions. We are running a bit short of time.
Dane, without the injury, mate, how long did you see yourself playing out?
Well, that 400 game mark looked pretty nice, so another 7 years. But I don't know. So we obviously, I would have liked to. Well, it depends on when I got a kick this year, and then they wouldn't have given me a contract anyway. But I would have liked to have played on. I certainly, I guess disappointing as the season has been for the boys. I think they've got a really good list and can definitely play finals next year. So it would have been nice to be a part of that and sit in the goal square. And I guess losing me and Jamie this year didn't help. There's probably 70, 80 goals, and I'm not sure what Jamie would have kicked.
No,
but,
thank you very much.
But yeah, but I would have done. But that's about it. And then, but yeah. So I was never going to play till I was 40. But I would like to have sat around and got these young boys back into playing some finals footy, because that's why we're all here.
One more question for Plugger Swan.
I don't know that much.
Swanee, congratulations on the low-key departure. Who convinced you to do this?
Well, better than the departure I thought I would have been kicked out the door, being sacked with his following me to my car. But I'm not sure. This is the last little bit they can get out of me. So I was like, yeah, if you can do whatever you want. This is the last time I have to agree to things like this. But that's what this is what Collingwood is. That's why we're the biggest and we're the best, because we do things like this for their players. So I was happy to do it. It is what it is. It's the last time I'll ever be sitting in front of you guys doing what I'm doing now. So, and I think probably more my family probably appreciate it more than me. It probably means more to them than it means to me. So to get them to come down and listen to me tell everyone how good I was, that's fine with them for, I know, an hour or whatever it's been. So we're nearly done, but they can hold on for another couple of minutes.
All right, well, we are just about done, but we've got a couple more things to finish with. Apologies for that, Rob. And at the risk of this being a bit self-indulgent, I would like to use your imagination. We think Dane is retired, but you never know in football. Drama here at the MCG in the 2016 AFL Grand Final. This extraordinary story just got even more unbelievable. Collingwood, who only made the final series after 4 teams above them on the ladder were disqualified, have not only made it through to today's Grand Final, but despite a massive injury list, which meant they've had to bring back several past champions to fill their side, they're within 5 points of Hawthorn, with only 30 seconds remaining. And now Coach Nathan Buckley has made one last desperate move. He's bringing on retired and injured superstar Dane Swan. Oh, have a look at Swanee coming out of the ground. His waddle looks even more unathletic than normal as he limps down to the forward pocket. Meantime, the footy is at full back with Ben Johnson. And he kicks it into the outer side of the ground. It's a long kick, surprisingly. It's a bit of a helicopter, but Tarrant drifting in from the side, takes the mark. Oh, Tarrant now, he wants to play on, and he gets a shepherd from Nick Maxwell, and that allows him to run. Such a typically team-orientated, unassuming, selfless, disciplined act from Maxwell. He'll be showing that vision in his leadership seminars for years to come. Tarrant runs and now kicks the ball beyond the wing, looking into space for Didak. Isaac Smith, though, beats him onto the footy. He tries to get around Didak. Oh! Didak has laid a sensational tackle. It could be his first ever. And now he bounces on the loose footy. He has a bounce and runs away as the clock counts down. Didak, it's a long kick towards full forward. Smoke flies, but the ball drifts to the back of the pack. Swan! Dane Swan has taken the mark. Siren! The siren has sounded, and Dane Swan will kick for goal. After the siren from the forward pocket, he'll have a shot to win the grand final for the Magpies. Eddie McGuire's gone purple. The crowd is hushed. Swan comes in from 15 metres out, close to the boundary. He shoots. It's on its way. It's close. The umpire moves to the left, and now back to the right. It's a goal. He's done it. Swanee's done it. He's won the premiership for the Pies in 2016. And the black and white fans are going completely crazy. All his mates from over the years are coming down there, running there, jumping the fence. But in the stand, his family, there's not a dry eye in the house. Dane Swan, one last bit of glory for the mighty Pies. What a legend. There you go. Lucky you kicked it. So one last thing, you thought you'd seen the last of Dane today, but you actually haven't, because cameras have been secretly following Dane. I think he knows about it, but through the year, and Collingwood media have put together a documentary which is not quite finished yet, but we have got a snippet for you to play, for us to play, and for you to have a look at today.
I'm like a cockroach, they just can't kill me. I've had plenty of opportunities, but I'm just hanging on somehow.
So that is coming up. Stay tuned for more details, but certainly behind the scenes, as you can see, access to the surgery and all that's gone on this year. So we look forward to that. And once again, we thank, ladies and gentlemen, would you thank the Swan family for coming today, Billy in particular for being up here chatting, giving us the great insight. Thanks, Billy. To Nathan Buckley and to Mick Malthouse and to Ed as well. And of course, for the last time, Dane Swan. Thanks, everyone.